And Jerry Hope is at 2.7 points a game, so is Maggie Underhill. For the Lady Red, they are led by the 5'9 junior Bree Freeling. She's averaging 12.4 points a game. Looks like Talon Rentschler, the 6-foot freshman, is averaging 10.2 points a game. 4 points for Lizzie Fort Miller, 3.8 points for Kendra Maydew, 8.2 points for Holly Timmons, 6.8 points for Grayson Hutchinson, and 1 point a game for Jesselyn Kirchhoff, and 1.6 points a game for Caitlin Shelato. As we are getting set here for this matchup. Again, another night of Mid-Continent League basketball here on 92.5 KQMA and online at kknkqma.com. A busy couple weeks here as, the season's starting to wind down. We were in Phillipsburg last night where the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and Panthers hosted the Trego Lady Eagles and the Golden Eagles. On the girls' side, the Lady Eagles of Trego won that game on a buzzer beater, 45-43, a last-second shot, I guess I should say, by Lily Schubert gave the Lady Eagles the win. On the boys' side, Trego came out and led 22-14 at one point in that ball game, but the Panthers came back and won big over Trego last night. So that's how last night's action went. We're here in Hill City tonight for Smith Center, and Hill City will be in Phillipsburg tomorrow for the Panther Classic Wrestling Tournament. We'll have a couple updates throughout the day for you from there. Then on Monday night, we will be in Smith Center when the Lady Red and Redmond host Superior. Then on Tuesday night, we will again be with Smith Center. The Lady Red and Redmond take on the Lady Trojans and Trojans of Logan. The Lady Trojans and Trojans down in Logan on Tuesday night. We're going to take a time out for the national anthem. We'll be back with your starting lineups right after this as you're listening to Lady Red Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Hill City. Jesse Ray with you as the Lady Ringnecks and Ringnecks host the Smith Center Lady Red and Redmond. As we're going to be taking a look at your starting lineups here. First for the Lady Ringnecks, going to be number 3, a 5'5 sophomore, Maggie Underhill. She's averaging 2.7 points a game. For the Lady Red, first up is number 12, a 5'9 junior, Bree Freeling. Also starting for the Lady Ringnecks, number 15, a 5'5 freshman, Leah Lindemann. Also for the Lady Ringnecks is going to be number 20, a 5'8 sophomore, Alyssa Keefe. Looks like the other starters for the Lady Ringnecks will be number 34, a 5'6 junior, Alyssa Pimlott, and number 40, a 5'5 sophomore, Brecken Bourne. So again for the Lady Ringnecks, number 3, a 5'5 sophomore, Maggie Underhill. Number 15, a 5'5 freshman, Leah Lindemann. Number 20, a 5'8 sophomore, Alyssa Keefe. Number 34, a 5'6 junior, Alyssa Pimlott. And number 40, a 5'5 sophomore, Brecken Bourne. For the Lady Red, it's number 12, a 5'9 junior, Bree Freeling. Number 20, a 5'8 senior, Grayson Hutchinson. Number 21, a 5'9 senior, Holly Timmons. Number 22, a 5'5 junior, Kendra Maydew. And number 33, a 6-foot freshman, Talon Rentschler. The Lady Red, 7-6 on the year, 3-3 in the MCL. The Lady Ringnecks 1-10 on the year, 0-5 in the MCL. Lady Red, head coach by Nick Lynn. The Lady Ringnecks, head coach by Linda Neiswanger. Lady Red averaging 47.2 points a game, giving up 41.5 points. Lady Ringnecks averaging just 28.3 points a game, giving up 45.2. Lady Red in their road red jerseys, white numbers, green trim. The Lady Ringnecks in their home white jerseys, red numbers, and the black trim. Ball is up. Freeling wins the tip to Rentschler. Head to Maydew, now to Timmons. Lady Red go left or right on your radio dial to start this ball game. Maydew has it left corner. Back to Timmons to swing around to Freeling, right side. Freeling looks in. Ball goes out, and it's last touched by the Lady Red, so it will be Hill City basketball. 7:48 left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score here in Hill City. Maggie Underhill will inbound the basketball. Does so to Pimlott. Pimlott works against the pressure that the Lady Red putting on here. Gets it across the timeline with 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. Ahead to Lindemann, left corner. Inside for Keith. Left block up and no good. Rebounded by Timmons. Holly brings it back up the left sideline. Left to right on your radio dial. Ahead to Freeling. Freeling back to Timmons. Back to Freeling in the left corner. Puts up the three. Hits it. So Bree Freeling hits the three and puts the Lady Red up 3-0 with 7:19 left to go in the first quarter. Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Bourne brings it across the timeline for Hill City. Keith looks underneath for Underhill. Out of bounds it goes. Lady Red basketball. 7:11 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 3-0. Bree Freeling inbounds to Holly Timmons. Holly brings it up left to right across the half-court line down to the right side. Out front to Rentschler. Back to Timmons' right wing. Rentschler Timmons on the dribble, now to Freeling. Inside for Rentschler at the left block, and she's going to be fouled. This will be the first team foul on Hill City. And it will be the first, I believe, on Brecken Bourne. It is on Bourne. That is, again, her first personal foul. So Lady Red basketball, the inbound to Maydew, swinging around to Timmons. Inside for Hutchinson. Hutchinson picks it up, shot in the paint is up and good. So Grayson now has 2 points, and it puts the Smith Center Lady Red up 5-0. Lady Red come away with the steal. Timmons gets us 2 points. Her shot in the paint is good. So just like that, the Lady Red go up 7-0. A timeout called here by the Hill City Lady Ringnecks. As Coach Neiswanger wants to talk things over, the Lady Red leads 7-0 with 6:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Looking at the scoring so far for the Lady Red, Freeling started the scoring. She had a three-pointer from the left corner. Hutchinson has 2, and Holly Timmons has 2. So again, 7-0 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red leading the Hill City Lady Ringnecks here in Hill City. Keith, Underhill, Pimlott, along with Bourne and Lindemann back out on the court for the Lady Ringnecks. For the Lady Red, it's Timmons, Freeling, Maydew, Hutchinson, and Rentschler out of the timeout. Lady Ringneck basketball, full court pressure by the Lady Red. Pimlott hands it in to Keith. Alyssa Keith brings it up the court. Right to left across the timeline, ahead to Pimlott, right wing. Pimlott picks up her dribble, now goes out front between the circles of Bourne. Bourne back to Pimlott. Pimlott looks inside, letting the offense set up, gets it to Keith at the right block, inside for Bourne, goes through her hands, she picks it up, out to Lindemann. Lindemann back to Bourne at the free throw line. Jumper's on its way, no good, rebounded by Rentschler. Talon outlets ahead to Timmons. Holly brings it up the court, underneath for Maydew at the left block. Maydew kicks it back out to Timmons, back around to Hudson, right elbow shot, no good, rebound put back by Rentschler's up and good. So Rentschler gets her first 2 points of the ball game. The Lady Red on a 9-0 run to start things here with 5:50 left to go in the first quarter. Alyssa Keith has it, working against the full court pressure of the Lady Red. Pass it ahead to Pimlott, out of her reach, out of bounds it goes, and it will be Lady Red basketball. 5:46 left to go in the first quarter. 9-0 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks here in Hill City. Freeling has it left wing, out front to Maydew, swings it around to Timmons in the right corner. Timmons on the dribble, back out front to Freeling. Bree drives inside. Shot is up in the paint, no good. Misses it to the right, rebounded by Pimlott. Pimlott brings it up the left sideline for Hill City, right to left on your radio dial, all the way down to the left baseline. Works against Hutchinson, and Pimlott going to get called for the charge as Grayson Hutchinson drawing the charge that time, and it will be Smith Center basketball. First personal foul on Alyssa Pimlott, and the second on Hill City. 5:23 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 9-0. Holly Timmons brings it up the court for the Lady Red. Out front to Rentschler. They swing around to Freeling left wing. Bree has it there. Out front now to Hutchinson. Around to the right wing to Timmons. Timmons, one dribble, picks it up, skips it to Maydew. Maydew drives in, down to the baseline, and it's stolen away by Brecken Bourne. Bourne brings it back the other way for Hill City. Cross the paint pass for Lindemann. Out of her reach, out of bounds. Smith Center basketball. 5 minutes exactly left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 9-0. Holly Timmons brings it up the court. Down to the right wing, right corner to Maydew. Inside for Hutchinson, tipped out by Pimlott. It will remain Lady Red basketball. Maydew to inbound for Smith Center. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. 9-0 is our score. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks, and Maydew couldn't find anybody to pass it into in time. The 5-second call there, and it will be Hill City basketball. Pimlott looks to inbound. Full court pressure by the Lady Red. Gets it into Underhill. Now back to Pimlott. Alyssa Pimlott brings it up the court. Calls out the offense as she crosses over into the center circle. Down to the top of the key. Now the left wing to Bourne. Bourne looking. Gets it out front to Lindemann between the circles. Leah Lindemann for Hill City with it. Now to Underhill. Underhill down to the left corner to Bourne. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 9-0. It is Pimlott with it between the circles. She's going to reset the offense. Now to Underhill. The Lady Ringnecks looking for the first points in this ball game. Out front to Alyssa Keith between the circles. She's picked up there by Maydew. Now to Bourne left wing. Out front to Lindemann. Top of the key. Lindemann working against Kendra Maydew. Out front now to Keith. Keith drives to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Pimlott. Pimlott on the dribble. Going to reset the offense once again with 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 9-0. Keith has it right wing. She's going to drive in. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out front to Underhill. Now to Bourne left wing. Bourne working against this 2-3 zone of the Smith Center Lady Red with Freeling and Maydew, the top two players. The bottom three, Hutchinson, Timmons, and Rentschler in the middle of this 2-3 zone for Smith Center. Hill City working the ball around, looking for the open shot here, as they've run a lot of time off of the clock in this possession already, as they had it with about 4.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Now we're all the way down to 3:15 left to go in the first quarter, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead it 9-0. Bourne has it out front, drives in, puts up the free throw line jumper, no good, rebounded by Rentschler. Rentschler gives it off to Timmons. Holly quickly up the left sideline, ahead to Maydew, inside for Rentschler. Rentschler, quick pass out to Timmons. 3 is good. So Rentschler gets the assist, Timmons gets the 3, and the Lady Red go up 12-0 with 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Lindemann has it right corner, goes out front in the center circle to Pimlott. She looks to the sideline, gets the call, now calls out the offense with 2:40 left to go. Here in the first quarter, the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 12-0. Underhill now around to Bourne. Bourne on the dribble. Kicks it down to Pimlott in the right corner. Pimlott puts up the 3 over Holly Timmons. No good. Misses everything that time. Again, have a foul called here. This will be the 3rd team foul on the Lady Ringnecks and the 1st on Maggie Underhill. So Lady Red basketball. Smith Center leads Hill City here, 12-0 with 2:26 left to go in the first quarter. Lizzie Fortmiller into the ball game now for the Lady Red, and Kendra Maydew taking a seat. Smith Center basketball as Timmons brings it up now to Fortmiller. Fortmiller drives in underneath for Freeling. Freeling wraparound pass for Hutchinson. Hutchinson out to Timmons left wing. Out front to Fortmiller. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound put back by Timmons. No good. Rebound put back by Timmons. No good, but that's because she's fouled and she'll head to the free throw line. 4th team foul here on the Lady Ringnecks. Fouls on Brecken Bourne, her 2nd personal foul. And Holly Timmons heads to the free throw line. She's got 5 already in this ball game. She hit a 3-pointer to put the Lady Red up 12-0. She hits the first one. She now has 6. Into the ball game for Hill City is number 12, Jerry Hope, a 5'4" sophomore. So Hope into the ball game. Bourne takes a seat with those 2 personal fouls. And Holly Timmons' second free throw rolls in as well. So Holly's got 7 already, and the Lady Red lead 14-0 with 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. Pemlot has it, working against the pressure of the Lady Red across the timeline. With just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter, they swing around to Alyssa Keith, right wing. Keith looks in, picks up her dribble, now to Lindemann, left corner, or right corner, back to Keith at the right wing. Keith out front now to Underhill. Around to Hope, left wing, down to the left corner to Pemlot. Three's on its way, off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and let's see, they're going to say last touch by Alyssa Keith of Hill City. So Smith Center basketball. Lady Red regained possession with 1:38 left to go in the first quarter, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0. A timeout called by the Lady Ringnecks. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Lady Red basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Hill City. Jesse Ray with you as we're in Hill City High School, where the Lady Ringnecks and the Ringnecks hosting the Smith Center Lady Red and Redmond tonight. We have 1:35 left to go in the first quarter of this varsity girls matchup, and the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0. Freeling has it inside for Rentschler. Talon shots up, no good. Tipped out by Alyssa Keith, and it will remain Lady Red basketball. So let's see who will inbound for the Lady Red. Looks like Fort Miller's going to inbound. 1:26 left to go in the first quarter. Inbounds to Freeling. Gets a screen from Rentschler, and Rentschler going to get called for illegal screen. Her first personal foul. First Lady Red team foul. 1:24 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0 over the Hill City Lady Ringnecks. Hope working against Freeling. Both of them fall down. Freeling setting on the ball, gets the ball out. Jump ball called, and it will be Hill City basketball. So Hill City has it as Kendra Maydew comes into the ball game, and Bree Freeling going to take a seat now. 1:17 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Lady Red lead the Hill City Lady Ringnecks 14-0. Alyssa Pemlot brings it up the court for Hill City, calling out the offense. To the right wing to Alyssa Keith. Keith looks inside, now back to Pemlot, right corner. Pemlot on the dribble, kicks it back out to Hope. Hope back to Pemlot, right corner. Pemlot looks inside for Alyssa Keith, can't get it to her. Back out front to Hope between the circles, back to Pemlot, right wing. Pemlot on the dribble now. She's going to reset the offense out front with 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0 over the Hill City Lady Ringnecks. Hope has it out front now. Around to Underhill, right wing. Down to the right corner to Pemlot. Pemlot drives to the right elbow, kicks out to Hope, out front. Now to Keith, right wing. Keith working against Hutchinson over at the right wing, inside for Underhill. And she's going to get called for the travel as she thought about the shot, but Fort Miller closed out quickly and caused that travel, and it will be Smith Center basketball. Holly Timmons brings it up the court, left to right. With 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0. Timmons drives in, bounce pass in for Rentschler. Kicks out Hutchinson, back to Timmons, around to Fort Miller. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound fought for, and Jerry Hope comes away with it for the Lady Ringnecks. So Hope outlets ahead to Pemlot. Pemlot calls out the offense with 7 seconds left. Inside for Keith, threw her hands out of bounds, and it will be Lady Red basketball with 4.8 seconds left to go. In this first quarter, the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 14-0. Hutchinson inbounds to Timmons. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Rentschler left corner at the buzzer. Good for 2. Talon Rentschler hits it for 2 from the left corner at the buzzer. And the Smith Center Lady Red lead at 16-0 at the end of 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're listening to Lady Red basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Hill City High School. Jesse Ray with you.